venture which is helping for people to grow in their personal life. With this much amount of delay, with a round of applause, let me invite Vijay. Over to you, Vijay. If I'm audible, Vijay, I have made you co-host.
Yeah, you have made. I hope I'm audible. Is it
Yes,
clear?
yes, Vijay.
Okay, let me mute all so that there will be nobody disturbance. All right, good. So congratulations. So shall we get started?
Absolutely, yes.
So I hope we are done. Good. So congratulations and happy Diwali to all of you. When I see some students say, I thought today numbers will be less, but I'm very happy we are close to 200. I mean, if husband and wife combinedly, there might be 300 plus. I'm really secure about our country's future, to be honest, because festival time it is quite easy to not to come. In fact, if you ask me, I was thinking 3 days back, shall I do it or not? Then I said, no, I am committed for my growth roadmap. No matter what happens, we will do it. Even if there are 150 people turn up, we'll still do it. We'll make it best out of it. That is the whole idea. So first, congratulations that you made growth as your priority. As John Maxwell says always, growth is intentional. And if you're here, you prove me that you are intentional, because I'm sure you have enough reason not to come here, and you don't have felt guilty also, right? Just like all of you might have ate a lot of sweets in the last 2 days without feeling guilty. I have done it myself. I have ate a lot, and I said it's okay. It doesn't matter. I mean, that's how. So at least food-wise you have done, and education you prioritize. So congratulations. So this is a series going on, and as I told you, right, we are preparing for a new year. So how do you prepare for New Year? Ordinary people just make a resolution on the new year, and successful people plan it well in advance. And we are in November. Actually, I started somewhere in October end, we started the series. And the idea was why resolutions fail. Because we have a mind, and mind has two components. All of you heard about it: left brain, right brain, logical mind, emotional mind, whatever. In the term you can use, just like in college days, we used to get confused by physics. Some professor used to same concept, somebody use mu, somebody use zeta, somebody use gamma. So people are confused by the formulas. I'll not confuse it. Don't worry, there are two parts of the brain, that is enough. Whichever term you want to use, whichever author you have been following, I am with you, so don't worry about it. So what we started was, first I started the first in this series. It's almost 6 to 7 week talk which I'm conducted so that you all learn, and I'm making it quite participative so that all of you learn, and you have been doing good job, by the way. So we started with the myths of motivation. In my first session, very first session, 3 weeks back, we covered 3 concepts. What are the concepts? The concept I covered was, it is not about you who make a resolution and fail, it is about our association. It's like if you want to leave drinking, first thing you should do is remove drinking friends from your life. You cannot stop boozing with your boozing party friends, because they will take you into guilt mode every other day. They will invite you, come on, let's go to a boozing party, and if you don't go, they will make you into guilt mode. So first thing you do is remove them from your life. If you want to become healthy, as much as possible, remove fat people from your life as much as possible. Why I say sometimes may happen, your own parents or some of your best friend might be fat, it's okay. But fat people are not harmful, by the way. They don't disturb anyone. Fat people are the most loving, jolly people because they love people. They're very innocent people. Fat people, I've never found one corrupted guy who's fat. They're all peaceful people. Because fat people are busy eating food, so they don't have time to waste thinking on negativity. So at least fat people are not harmful. They're good people. So you can be, rest assured they will not damage anything for you. So whatever is the association? If you want to become IAS officer, stop wasting your time with IT engineers, because they will keep distracting you. If you want to become IAS officer, focus who are the IAS officers. I'm just giving a direction. You want to become a cricketer, stop going to anywhere else. Just focus on cricket, documentary cricket, play cricket, find a coach in cricket. Just that was the first point I covered last first session. Then I covered, many times we think we are not committed. It's not a commitment problem. It's about that our willpower is a depleting. When that, if you remember, if you are not going to detail, I'm just covering a few points which you covered. In that, I gave an example of radish and a chocolate. If you don't remember, it's an amazing scientific study we conducted. In that, I told you that it get depleted. That means you every day gets a currency of patience, you get a currency of willpower, and it gets exhausted. So it is not a commitment problem. Unfortunately, what might be happening is, before you start your day, you're already exhausted. I mean, you have already exhausted all the energy. So it is not a question of willpower. It's you're wasting your time in the wrong places. So how to protect themselves? I have covered it already in my first session, so I'll not go through it today. So then I said what looks like a resistance is often a clarity problem. Many times people don't take an initiative because they don't have a clear picture. So that's I covered. So these 3 points I covered in my first session, 3 myths of motivation. Then I covered 3 weaknesses of logical mind. That was my next session I covered. If you did not, you should buy it. It's worth that 100 rupees will be best investment of your life. So what I covered was, first weaknesses of a logical mind is it rationalizes. And it can rationalize both success and failure. So it is In one context, it is harmful. In one context, you will not even realize that you're astralizing, by the way. Somebody is successful, you say, he's lucky. Sometimes, we do not even know what happens. It's very easy to make somebody's success ordinary, and our little bit effort also looks gigantic. It's a human nature, even we also do it. So there's no harm, but it can actually spoil your future. That's very, very important. Second weakness I covered was it has a tendency to get bogged down into details, unnecessary details. So it will never take an action. It will get just bogged down details, because anything you start, there will be hundreds of details which may not be required also. And today I'll cover one portion of it today also. So it will help you more in more detailed understanding. Third point I covered was it's very easy to find negative. Our brain naturally attracts negative. It will never attract positive. Anything negative happens, it attracts. If you don't believe it, just do it right now. In last 3 months, how many positive things happened in your life and how many negative things happened? Negative thing you can recall just like that. Yeah, he said me like this, it was very wrong. But positive will be very difficult. Just today morning, we are having a family breakfast and I said to my son, you know what, prepare this. Because New Year, I want to spend, because John Maxwell said it's known as reflection day or reflection week. John Maxwell does it every week, every year. In last week of Christmas time, he puts in a reflection in his calendar. And in that, what he does is, all of you can try this this year at least, you will love it. He just take out his calendar. He's a very systematic, organized person. Most of us may not be that organized, but he's very organized. So he has everything in his calendar. What he does is, at the year end, he takes out his calendar, starting from January 1 till December 25th. What he does is go one day at a time. Okay, this is what I did for family, this is what I did. And all these things he checks it out. And he finds out what were the best moments, what are the worst moments, what are things you don't have to do next year. So that is the same thing I was talking to my son today. That why don't you do one thing? You compile the whole year, what all good things you got in your life, including gift you got, including good appointments in life, good things happen in life. And it was very easy to remember negative things. And I said him to do it. And I'm sure he will not be able to find out beyond 5 to 6 good things. It will be very easy for him to find out negative things. That's natural. In fact, for us also, at the relationship point of view, just 1 hour back or half an hour back, we're having dinner, something my wife spoke, all of a sudden I feel bad, and it just goes like this. Negative is so easy to attract. Positive is so difficult to attract. Trust me, it is not easy. Very natural. So that's the third weakness of our logical mind. And until we take a check on it, we put a mile marker on it, man, we have to be intentional. It is very easy to get bogged down. So there are 2 sessions I covered. If you have not got it, you should go through them. And today I am going to cover the third part of it, of a logical mind. And then today is the last session of logical mind. Actually, I can go into more detail, but I don't want to go into it. I'll stop it here. After that, I'm getting 3 more sessions on the emotional mind, and that will be really good for you. And by the time New Year will come. So that's the whole idea. So today what I'm going to cover is curses of choice. Anytime we get choice, our brain gets confused. So I'll start with the polling here, and you tell me what is the answer, and then I'll give you a scientific study. So this is a question for all of you. Go through it, okay? Let me just open the poll if you can see it. I hope you all can see the poll. The first question of the day. Look this question. This is a very interesting question. Answer it, okay? Answer it very carefully. A 67-year-old patient, let me repeat the question for you. A 67-year-old patient is on medication. He's having hip joint pain, and if you do not know, it's very painful. A small black pain can create so much of pain. Imagine if there's a hip joint pain, what painful process he might be going through. So this gentleman is struggling from a hip, and the only thing doctor suggests him, there's a hip surgery. If you can do hip surgery, it will be good. And now, but before surgery, they came to know that 2 more medications are left. Now understand, every single day in pain is very difficult. So if they realize, okay, there are 2 more medications, if he can go through, probably he can save, but there's no guarantee, okay? So if he has to go through the medication, again, he has to wait for probably 1 year. Imagine 2 medication, 2 years, he has to wait in the same pathetic pain. What shall he do? What shall you do? I want immediate solution. I don't care about side effect. I know after 65, whatever side effect is there, anyway I have to die. Why to waste my young days for the fear of side effect on the old age? Medicine wise, I am that impatient. So tell me the answers, okay? It's an amazing question, by the way. Very systematic question. What will you do in this case? If you are the patient, you have to go through hip surgery, or let's say father, and you have to go understand. Hip surgery, before you answer this question, remember this, it's very painful. Surgery is also painful, and without surgery also it is painful because you cannot walk. And every time there's a pain. If you don't believe pain, just think any pain in your body, how long can you have patience for your pain? So answer this question carefully. It's an amazing answer. All right. All right. So those who are answering, think from the pain angle. Okay. Whenever you're answering this question, think from the pain angle, because if the pain is there, then only you answer. If pain, without pain, you will not understand. Because theoretically, it's different. But those who are in pain, they can understand and relate it more. I think after this, I bring one more question to be prepared. It's an amazing question. Because one more question will be required for this. It's an amazing question which will help you. Jaldi answer karo. It will be a very interesting question. One more immediate question will help you. All right. So I hope you're done. Are you done? Last 30 seconds. All right. I want all the answers. Very few people have voted. Come on. I want minimum 2 minimum answers. I got around very less ones. So don't get, there's no right answer, wrong answer. Don't get confused, okay? Don't get confused. Why are you so scared of answering? It's a simple thing. I mean, you have pain, what should you do? Come on. It's a simple 1 plus 2. I want 100% answers. It's an easy question. I have not asked any IIT question, okay? Jaldi. Come on. It's okay. Why are you so particular about right or wrong answer? I'm just asking you a question for what is your opinion. That's why I'm asking. I'm not asking it is right or wrong. Because after this, there are 2 more questions which will help you to understand human psychology. And then I'll connect a point and you'll be done for this amazing point today. Jaldi. Come on, I'm seeing only 20% people have voted. What are you scared of? Are you so scared of getting right or what? All of you should answer right away. There is no wrong answer. First, let me assure you that there is no wrong answer. Your logical mind is confused. There is no wrong answer. I repeat, the question is very simple, Baba. You are suffering from a hip joint. The doctor suggests you have been suffering from last 3-4 years. Now you realize, boss, surgery is the only option. You are scared of surgery, so you are waiting for 3-4 years. But when you go for surgery, all of a sudden you realize that there are 2 more options left. And when I say 2 options means every option you have to wait for 1 year to experiment, right? The medication cannot work right away. You have to work for 2 more years, and after that, if it doesn't work, you have to go for surgery. So under this condition, what will you do logically? Because you have to wait for 2 more years, or suddenly go for surgery right away and remove the pain from your life. Jaldi, come on. I want all the answers. At least I want 80% votes. All of you should answer. And don't get worried, there is no wrong answer. First assurance I'm giving you is no wrong answer. I'm just giving you a human psychology to understand this. Jaldi. 10 more seconds. Don't worry about it. I'll help you to answer it. I want to scared to answer. You don't want to be doing. But it's anonymous schools. I don't know your name, so you can be relaxed. I don't know your name. It has nothing to do with my joint. I'm just asking a scientific study data I'm giving you just to answer it. 10 more seconds. Shall I stop it? All right. So don't worry. People are scared to answer this. Okay. So don't worry. There's no fear. What would you do actually if I ask you? What would you do if you are in this situation? What will you do? Will you go for surgery or will you not go for surgery? Because there are 2 more options left, and 2 options means 2 more years of pain. What will you do? Jaldi. All right. Okay. So let me end this poll. So what has happened is people are not willing to answer this question very well. So let's say the results. The results are showing is already have actually, if you see most of people, if you go reality, what will happen? What most of it would happen is if at all it is, you'll say why to wait for 2 more years? I've been waiting for 5 years already. Most of the people would have answered this. If you see the answer, right? And the study was conducted. I'll ask you one more question. Let me ask this, and this will help you out to understand. And there's one point which I'm trying to share for all of you. So answer this one. Probably this will help you in more easy way. And that was a good answer. So now see this one. This I'm sure you can answer right away. Check it out. This you can answer in fractions of a second without even thinking. Check it out. Same question. Only thing is now 1 medication is left. Only 1. So there is no more confusion left. Only 1 is left. So they say that if this works out great, otherwise you can go for surgery. Only 1 option is left. Now what do you do? This is easy. I think this is quite easy. Yeah, this I'm seeing a lot of people are voting. That's good. I knew it's an easy answer. So first point already proven. The moment you get choices, you don't want to answer. See how easy it was. First point itself proved the basic human tendency. So I got two good results now. You can. This is very easy question, straightforward question. Shall I go for medication because there is one last medication left? Shall I try for this or shall I go for it? All right. Delhi, wow, 67%. I'm so happy now. 70% votes have come. Wow, I'm so loving it. So this research was correct. The research was correct. All right. Delhi, come on. We're almost, wow, 80% vote around, 75, 76, 78. Wow, that's awesome. We are loving it. I'm loving it. To be honest, I'm loving it. So first point itself, we got the answer. That is awesome. So I'm sure you learned this. The reason I'm participating all of you is because you will learn more by participating. You'll remember it. Three points are easy to remember. All right, last 10 seconds, 83% votes have come. First, congratulations. I liked it. I think few more votes come, we can cross 90%. Can we do it? 90%? Anyway, you are here. Why don't you participate? They say, right, if you're trusting me, why don't you fully trust me and go for it? All right, 85% votes have come. So I'll just in last 5 seconds, we're getting 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we are on the verge of closing it. 88% vote has come. Okay, let me end it now. So first thing, if you observe, what is the first? Let's see the result itself. In first case, people were not willing to answer. That was, what does it mean? Actually, they were in the dilemma state. What shall they do? Correct or not? Can you imagine just one extra choice is creating? Now let me give you the real study which was conducted. It was again a research study which I'm giving you. The research study said that when the doctor had two choices, in fact, the doctor and the patient, when they had two choices, exactly that what we have got here is what the answer was. 28% people were only able to take decision. Was it not true? In our polling case also, only hardly 30% people are able to vote. Why? One extra choice gives us so much of confusion that what shall we do? Now in this case, it was straightforward answer. Okay, karugi na karo, ek option hai. And it was easy and see quite option. Most of you see as waited for long, you see the result as waited for long. Why not wait for one more year? In two option, what was happening? In two option, what was happening was you are not sure because now you are thinking, if I try for two option, what is the guarantee? Third option may come by that time. Fourth option may come by that time. How long will I suffer like this? Shall I even kick out my leg itself? Why do I have so much of pain? See, all sort of values was there. Now, let me relate. So the data which came was 28%, doctors even for me, 28% people opted, they could not take a decision. But when they had only one choice, 47% people waited. They said, okay, let us wait for anyway, we have waited for so long. That's the first thing. Now let us relate this story. Let's stop for some time and let us relate this with our personal life because it's not about hip surgery now. You might not be suffering from hip surgery. You might be suffering from these three areas. Let's talk about what is more important for you. Now let's start with the career because career is something which everybody is interested. So I was thinking, if I keep from career point of view, why do in our career we get stuck many times? I'm sure very few people say, okay, I'm always growing in my career. Somewhere down the road, we are always plateau. Either we plateau after 10 years of experience or we plateau after 3 years of experience based on what is our need and we get plateau. Why do we plateau? Okay. So I thought this is another question which can help you to understand and this will be more relatable for you to answer with this something which you're already facing. Okay. So now I brought this question for you. Options of career. So career option I brought. Why do we get stuck in our career? How many of these options are relevant for you? You want to change your career, either let's say career, technology, there are a lot of things, ifs and buts. How many are relevant for you? So some are looking for more salary. And so this is one thing which most of us will be agreed, okay, I'm looking for more salary, why not? Money-wise, very few people will be satisfied. Always, everybody want more. Looking for right technology. There I've given 10 options. Again, to see, the more option I'm giving you, the more difficult you find it for option. Hence the multiple answer. Whichever is relevant for you, you can click on it. So nothing to worry. It's all multiple answers. Looking for salary, looking for right technology, changing job profile. Many times somebody is stuck in a job profile. Okay, I'm into this ladder. I want to change my ladder. I want from technical, I want to go to management. Somebody work into management for some time. They say, no, I want to come back to my technical. So a lot of things people are into this dilemma sort of situation. How many are relevant for you? How many are relevant for you? Looking for salary, looking for right technology, changing job profile, doing an MBA, going for PhD, going to the college and start teaching. Many times happen, right? I'm fed up. I want to go back to my college campus life. Many times I used to feel initially, the IIT campus life is awesome. Why do we waste my time in Bangalore traffic? I'll better go into IIT campus. Even if salary is less, I'll be peaceful there. I have to think many times. And something we're going for PhD, some things. All right, 54% votes. I want 100% votes. This is not right answer. All multiple choice answers I've given. So so that you can express yourself very well. All right, go for it. Tell me, 62% votes have come. That's nice. 100%. Why not? We can expect 100. Very easy to do. First, wow, 75% votes have come. Very good. Last 5 seconds or 10 seconds and we'll be done with 80% plus votes. It's good. 76, 78% votes have come. Very, very nice. I'm so happy. We're learning together. 77, amazingly good. $79, 80% across. Wow. Last 4 seconds. And we're done. Good. All right, let me end the poll. Let me show the result to you. Observe this. Now let's see this. What do you see here? What do you see? What is the biggest two? What is the two major needs? Like two big political parties, they say, right? The two major needs is people are looking for changing job profile and people are looking for more salary. Correct or not? Now just remove this clutter from your mind. I'll tell you exactly what I did when I was in the same situation in 2008. And right now also I'll tell you, it's very easy to get bogged down into 10 options. The first thing I always do in my life, the first most important thing I always do in my life is I remove the unnecessary detail. I'll also a very interesting thing. Rather than talking theory, I'll say practical. This is my planner which I follow. Okay. In my planner, I just write down 3 things nowadays. Just 3 things. You observe, just 3 things I write down. Not more than it's just simple thing I write down. There are time I should write down 10, 15 things. Nowadays, what I've done is intentionally I have removed from my life things which are not important. Intentionally, I have removed the thing. When I say remove the thing, categorically, I do not get involved. There are certain things I know. Let's say me and my wife are business partners. There are certain things I've intentionally removed myself. Okay, this department my wife is taking care. I am not even bothered to understand what is going on there. Why? Intentionally, I have to disconnect myself from certain things. Otherwise, what will happen? The more and more number of things I'll get involved, you'll be in deep trouble. That time I'll tell you, when I was in a verge, I was not ever enjoyed my job. I was thinking, salary jada chahiye, job is only having a limited thing. What shall I do? 10 to 12 ideas were coming. Ideas were coming from all the directions. I can go for MBA, I can go for this and that. And finally, one fine day, that's where I met my coach. That's where I met my life coach. And he ended up connecting me to John Maxwell. And he gave me a very simple, that wheel of life I always talk about. And that's where your first thing starts with. So what you do is, if you right now are in a verge of taking decisions which you do not know, the first most important thing in your life is removing pseudo options. You know what is pseudo options doing? Pseudo options are false hopes which take away from your life the real opportunity, because you're not understanding one thing. You don't have infinite life. Let me explain to you folks. You do not have infinite life. You have only limited time span. All of us, after our college days, by the time we wake up and understand life, most of us will be 30, 35. Would you agree? 25, 26 years, most of you will be busy after doing MTech. You know, nowadays, just graduation is itself not giving you satisfaction. All of us have to go for master somewhere down the road, either MBA or MTech or MS, whatever, something you have to do, because psychologically you feel that there's no career opportunities. So it means 18 years, if you're from English medium background, 18 years for 10 plus 2, then any professional course, 22, 23 years, masters, 27, 28 years to start. And by 30, 32, most of you will get married. By 35, you start understanding the gap in your life of happiness. You until that point, what you are programmed. Okay, the moment I'm in college it was easy. Because you remember, whenever there was a dilemma, till 3rd year, you are very easy and comfortable. Okay, I have to take this subjects, because this subject will give me job. The moment again of option came final year semester, that 8th semester, what happened? Again, you're in deep turmoil. Which company to take? Which job profile to take? Thousands of simulations going. Again, the moment you got into job, okay, now I'm relaxed. So now again, you got into company. When did the stress started again? After 2 years, you realize, when sit, I'm not enjoying my job. I have to do something beyond. Again, stress started. That is the biggest problem. So what I have done intentionally is remove declutter your mind and remove good options. So in this regard, I'll tell you a very good story. It's a very nice way of connecting the story. So how to remove this declutter from your mind. It's a genuine story, a real story which has happened in 1995. Listen to this story very carefully. In 1995, Brazil, this is a story from Brazil, Brazilian President Fernando Henrique Cardoso, he decided to privatize Brazil's rail system. So what was happening was that time the rail system was quite pathetic. They were like very much behind compared to the world. What was happening was their entire system was at the verge of collapse. The study gave that 50% of rail needed repair in terms of railway track, in terms of railway bogies, 50% need repair, and out of the 50%, 20% are at the verge of collapsing. So they had no other option but they had to privatize it. So what they did was the Brazilian president divided into 7 segments. The rail system, they were divided into 7 segments. South, East, just like India also typically does it, right? Southeastern Railway, Eastern Railway, Northern Railway, something like that. So they divided into 7 different segments. Out of which one of the segment, the southern segment, one company decided to take. What is the name of the company? GP Investimentos decided to take this contract. In 1995, they were the highest bidder and they got the contract. After getting the contract, they hired one person. This is an amazing guy. This person is hardly at the age of 30. And youngsters typically have crazy ideas. So they brought him up. His name was Behring. So his name was Alexander Behring. They brought him up. And then later on, this company was named from America Latina Logistica. And the reason I'm giving this detail is a real story I've taken from this book, Switch, amazing book by Chip and Dan Heath. So the data which they gave, and the person who came, he got a very simple data to repair one bridge. Now understand the situation of the company at that time. The company had only 30 million Brazilian reals. In their terms, reals is the currency of Brazil. 30 million is 3 crore. Just only 3 crore rupees are they having in their cash in their company. And the project which they got need how much of repairment? One repairing, they said. One repair of just one bridge repairing is 5 million reals. 5 million reals. And how much they're having? Only 30 million reals total cash they're having. And this guy has to repair the bridge. It's a big bridge which they have to repair. And there are thousands such bridge. If you really get into detail, now observe the situation here. If you get into all the details, just like in previous also we're talking about the guy who came and he was wanted to remove the malnutrition from the country. If you had gone to all the detail, he could not have solved. So he also realized that it is impossible to get more money. 30 million is what I am having. Whatever I have to do from this only. So what is the first thing I should do? So he, along with his CEO, there's another CEO, they also quite young CEO. So they decided to do certain things. They just came up with the 4 rules, simple 4 rules. Now listen to these rules very carefully. So how to get it? The only goal they had that time, he and his CEO's name was Duilo Calciolori. That was his CEO's name. And both Duilo and Behring, they sat together and made up 4 rules. That these are the 4 rules we're going to follow. Now why they made 4 rules? The reason they made 4 rules was because it is very easy to get confused, right? The moment 10 choices will come, what shall I do? Shall I take this? Shall I take not? So I'll tell you what are the 4 rules they made at that time, and the same rules will be applicable for our life. Rule number 1, they said, money, because the situation was they don't have money at all. So whatever decisions they have to take, this decision has to come around money. The first rule they made, money would be invested only in the projects that would allow ALL to earn more revenue in short term. Remember the word short term. So what they decided? That we will only invest money which can give us immediate returns, short-term return where I can get, no long-term returns. All right. Second thing, the best solution to any problem was the one that would cost least money upfront. Listen carefully. Second rule they made was any project which they have to invest on would need least money upfront, even, listen very carefully, okay, even if it ended up costing us more in long term. What does it mean? That the only thing they will look, the only solution which they will look is a solution which is in short term it is less costly. Even if in long term it is costing us more, it doesn't matter. Otherwise they'll get confused. So rules are very important to make. So he made a second rule. Third rule he made was options that would fix a problem quickly. Listen carefully. Options that would fix a problem quickly were preferred to slower options that would provide superior long-term solutions. So I repeat again the first point. What is the first point I said? Money would be invested only on the project that would allow to earn more revenue in short term. Second thing, the best solution to a problem is the solution that will cost us less money in the short term, even if it costs us more money in long term. So he was very clear. If there are certain solutions, right? There's short term gain, but long term there's a loss. And they were okay with that. They said, it doesn't matter. Right now, only we are looking for a short term solution. Long term solution we'll take later on because already we're in a mess. Third point they found was options that would fix the problem quickly were preferred to slower options that would provide superior long-term fixes. So he was very clear that right now we are not looking for superior long-term solutions. We are looking for short-term. It's like if you're laid off right now, that time you cannot say, when I want exactly .NET technology, the technology, when the only thing you're looking is as soon as they get into place, it again depends upon the situation. If you have zero money in your bank account, you will say, man, it doesn't matter which is the technology, I have to get it. If you have some bank balance, you have 2-3 years of saving in your hand, then you say, I don't care. I will wait for the right technology. So he knew very well that he don't have these options. The fourth option, that was amazing. Fourth option he was reusing or recycling. Reusing or recycling the existing material was better than acquiring new material. Now what happened out of it? See, let's understand the fourth rule, the total 4 rule. What are the first rules saying? The first rule was actually unblocking the revenue, because they knew very well the money would be invested only on the project that would allow to earn more revenue. So first rule was about unblocking the revenue. Money will not be stuck anywhere. If it is not creating revenue, we are not going to invest. Second thing, minimize upfront cash. The second rule which was coming was to minimize upfront cash. Any solution which is needing huge capital, that is ruled out. So those innovations are ruled out right now. Third, which he said was faster is better than the best. Many times we also know, right, that the best solution may need more time, but he knew very well that he do not have that much of time to find the best solution. Whatever will work, immediately we'll do it. Fourth, he found whatever we have to reuse it. These 4 rules he got. And what is the problem he faced? Let me tell you, whenever you make any rules, there are certain problems you'll face. So he has to let go certain temptations. When he made this rule, the first temptation he has to let go is let go the luxury of long-term planning. Many times it happens, right? If you do proper planning, long-term solutions will come out. One of the examples he finds is in 1998, typically, because they started the project in 95, 96. In 1998, the other companies were bidding for getting more engines and more better bogies. Whereas he said, man, we do not have any, though engines are more efficient, by the way. He said, we do not have that much of capital to bring efficient engines. If this existing engine can be made efficient, it's great. We cannot buy new engines. So it was very easy for them to take decision. So when the other companies are buying the new engines and locomotives, their company stood to only one standpoint. When I say other companies, because there were 7 segments, they only took one segment. The other 6 segment company holders were buying new engines and new bogies. Whereas he decided, man, we are going to repair them. The first point is it. Second temptation, knowing what we know about, the second thing he did was, they knew that you have to reuse, right? So in southern area, there were like millions and millions of distance of tracks which are not using. So what they did, okay, let us take down those tracks, pull it up and repair them and refix it. Imagine what was happening. Well, the other companies, what they were doing, old tracks they were removing. They did not did it. What they did was, they knew very well, these old tracks are not damaged completely. Wherever it is completely damaged, remove them. They got minimum, because 1 ton of this iron, the exact cost would be $400 per ton was costing the railway tracks. And when they got so much of track, they saved millions and millions of dollars by not purchasing new tracks. And the third benefit they got out of it, that in next 4 years, they were able to transition this company because of these 4 rules. You know what happened? They were able to transition this company from 80 million reals to 24 million reals of profit in 2000. What does it mean to you? 3 to 4 years down the road, they were able to take the company from pathetic loss to profit, that too with production. If I summarize this whole discussion, what does it mean to you? Situation is very simple. A new young chap, 30-year-old, he comes to a company and he figures out that there's big mess. They don't have capital and the project is very difficult. They have to fix the railway engines. Engines were outdated for sure. Bogies were not perfect. On top of it, railway tracks were also damaged in multiple places. So he knew he don't have capital. Along with this problem, the problem they are facing was they only have 30 million cash in their hand. And 30 million cash is not a big amount, because just to repair one bridge, they need 50 million cash. So does it mean the one thing was sure, they did not have money. So whatever rules they made, the rules, why they make a rules? Because when you work in a company, there are thousands of employees. And 1,000 people bring 1,000 ideas. The moment you made this rule, man, we are not going to think anything beyond this. It was very easy. Now coming to the same topic, to your point, because that is very, very important. If you don't relate it in your personal life, what will happen, I'll tell you, you will end up wasting a lot of time. Now let me come to your question again, where you will relate this topic. I come back to my career in 2008 when I started my entrepreneurship venture. And I just wrote down today for you, just to explain to you what I should do. So first thing I did, I made my rules, my 4 rules. I just thought how these 4 rules will be for my personal life. So I was working in that time in a company. And one thing was sure, I realized that just job cannot help me to become successful the way I want. That was my personal life. And I realized job is not my end destiny. It is not my calling. It's something good to sustain family, but that is not my calling. But what do I do? Your situation mess. I am not from rich family where the father will say, just like movies, some fathers are rich. They say, son, you go and start the venture. I was not one of them. And I did not have any knowledge. Only thing I had was technical knowledge, hardworking ability, and persistence. Only three strengths I had at that time. Money was not there in my hand at all, but I was willing to work hard. Only thing I had was job I cannot quit. So it was very easy for me to understand job I cannot quit anyway. So I made my 4 rules. So what I did at that time, and exactly this is what I did, and I did not read that book at that time, but this is how I did, and that's why in 5 years I was able to come out of my job also. The reason was this. So first thing what I did was remove pseudo options from my life. What are pseudo options? I did a very simple equation which I give to a lot of people who want to become entrepreneur. I always give them these 7 options you put and find out one practical idea which you can work on Monday. Today is Sunday, so you take 1 more week, and next Monday if you can start on it, then you have the right idea. Otherwise, it's a pseudo idea. I got 7 parameters: startup cost, running cost, time commitment, break even, and risk factor. Is there anybody who can mentor me because I've never done any business? And after doing all this circus, will my wheel of life be balanced or my wheel of life become a triangle? If my wheel of life is becoming balanced, then I'm enjoying life. Otherwise, I'm in a deep trouble. So which are the 4 rules I made? Number 1, I said, time will be invested only on those ideas. Listen carefully. Time will be invested only on those ideas which will eventually give me time and money freedom. It was very clear what do I want. I did not want only to become rich. That was not my goal. I know a lot of rich people, they're struggling in their marriage, they're struggling in their health, they're struggling in a lot of areas. And I don't want to be rich. I wanted to be a successful, healthy, and happy person. And success definitely, obviously, I want some money. The money was also decided. I want 1 crore income. Definitely, in the next 5 to 10 years, I want 1 crore income. That was very clear. But not at the price of health, not at the price of family. So that was very clear. So what I said was very clearly, time will be invested only on those ideas which can eventually give me time and money freedom. So what is the best option I did? The moment I wrote this line, first thing happened, temptation of career growth immediately vanished. When I say career growth, I got options which gave me 30-40% salary hike, but at the price of taking away my weekend time, taking away all the time which can give me for my personal growth. So that was ruled out. So obviously I don't want to change my company anymore. Whichever company I'm in, as long as they're not disturbing me and taking away my week time or weekend time, which I can put in my business. Very clear. Second thing I said, the best idea will be the idea which can help me get 1 lakh rupee of passive income, even if I had to let go few opportunities and give me immediate return. Very interesting. Listen carefully. The best idea will be the idea which can help me get 1 lakh rupee passive income. Why passive income? Very simple. If I work hard, my sustainability requires some money. So that point in time, my expenses in my family life was 60 to 70,000. Just to keep inflation in mind, I said 1 lakh rupee I should make for sure, so that my risk-taking capacity increase apart from my job. In the passive, I understood after reading the book Rich Dad Poor Dad, I understood the term passive income. Before that, I was not even aware what is passive income. And this week we played financial literacy game with a lot of my students, and all of them were aware, okay, this is what is passive income means. So then I wrote it down clearly. I want 1 lakh rupee passive income. That means, again, it was very easy to take decisions after that. That means if I get any option which is giving me immediate return, which is not passive in nature, it is distraction. And trust me, I have faced this personally. When I was building my venture, that point in time, I was getting part-time as a coaching. I can get for 1 hour 3,000 to 4,000 if I read control system or electrical circuits, because as an electrical engineer, that time I just passed out from IIT very recently. So I was having a lot of options. People are giving me projects quite easily. But again, the answer was very clear. These projects are giving me immediate income, but long-term, it is not solving my requirement. It is just adding my bank balance for some time, but this is not what I want. What I want eventually to align my wheel of life. And in wheel of life, if you are here for the very first time, you may not know what is wheel of life. The wheel of life is the first thing I do with my all coaching students. So I coach, I check this wheel and I say, where are you right now? Check your wheel. If it is round, triangle, octagon, where it is, I don't know, just check it out. And with this, we come to know. And in that wheel of life, 6 things out of 8 needs time rather than money. 6 things. That means I understood one thing. I want time more than money in my life. But yes, I want to be rich also. So again, the answer was very clear. The best idea will be the idea which can help me get 1 lakh rupee of income, even if it's short term, it is taking away my income, which is not small thing, by the way. Because when I started my venture, I had to, any venture will take running cost and all. And there was zero income. For 2 to 3 years, I made 0 rupees from my business. And that point in time, what are the biggest sacrifice I was doing? The biggest sacrifice I was doing was I was letting go some short-term capital gain deals. What are the capital gain deals? Doing short-term tuitions, doing short-term projects. Short-term, let's say you are a technical guy and you want to do something of your own in future. But what is your biggest temptation? That weekend projects which you're getting. Some weekend project you'll get, okay, this project can give me 2 lakh rupees. Somebody gave a website project, okay, go and design this website. You can make easily 30,000. You can make easily 40,000. What you're not realizing is that 30, 40,000 is taking away your free time of 6 months. Most of us don't realize it. That time is more important than money. And that you realize by the age of 40, 42. Before that, you may not even realize what is the importance of time. So I wrote it down very clearly. Now, today I'm realizing when I was just recalling this topic today for you, and I was realizing this is exactly what I did unknowingly. It was unknowingly again. Third thing I did, evening time will be dedicated to build my venture, even if I have to let go few temptations or promotions in my job. Why? Because after one level, I realize if any company have to grow, company will not give hike to those people who are not committed to it 200%, to be very honest. And if you have been in a company for some time now, 10 plus years, you will very easily realize that in bell curve, only 20% people can get more hike, other 80% people will get average hike. And it was quite easy for me to make out that this is not the equation I want to be my lifelong, but what we do. Then one thing I realized was evening time will be dedicated. Now, when I say evening time, for you, it will be morning time, because if you're a night shift person or you're a second shift person, based on which shift you are in my case, there was no shift concept. So I wrote it down very clearly that evening time, I do not want to focus on my career growth. I want to focus on my venture growth. Very simple. Now, what is the advantage once you write down very clearly all this thing? So any opportunity which comes, you just have to say this checklist. No, this checklist is not, this idea is not following my checklist. Let it go. Then last thing, which is again very difficult to understand, when I made these rules, that time my age was just 30. And 30 years of age, you are like a energy powerhouse. You want to do so many things. You want to do 10 things together. And that spoils your whole life. And I wrote down very categorically, no unnecessary hobbies. Now, when I say hobbies, I had one or two very good hobbies. One, I used to spend 2 to 2.5 hours in gym. Now, 20 minutes exercise is one part, and 2.5 hour gym is another part. 20 minutes exercise is good. I mean, you can be healthy. You can do some HIIT, something you can do to keep yourself healthy. Squats, lunges, and all these things doesn't take more than 20-25 minutes of exercise. More than enough. But 2.5 hours exercise, if you have to contest for the All India, Mr. India competition, then another story. Then you have to have six-pack abs, that's all thing. And I was not one of them for sure. So immediately I realized this is a hobby, not required. 30 minutes exercise, I'm still in support of it. Second thing, my biggest weakness was I was liking guitar playing. And I don't know why at that time, all the movies, the hero used to play guitar. And you always feel, man, guitar playing is good. I should play for it. Because society also promote, right? Hobbies are good. And then I realized one day, hobbies are for poor people. Successful people have passions. A.R. Rahman is not playing music for hobby. He's passionate about it. He's doing passion. He's following his passion out of it. These 4 rules which I made for myself, trust me, it helped me big time. So I've connected this for you. Now I'll give you a couple of answers for you to understand. So today, when the first thing which I said to you was, 2 points I've covered. Number 1, if you give choices to your mind, random choices, you will never be able to make. And I showed you 2 polls. In the 2 polls, what did I saw? The moment I gave you 2 choices, only 27% people voted. Why? The moment 2-3 choices come, you do not know what is the wrong answer. So you are stuck. You're like, no, I not answer. Correct? The moment I gave you just one answer, 85% people voted. And then, second thing, only vision cannot help you. The second point which I want to cover today is only vision cannot help you. A vision has to be documented by path. Just like this Brazilian person. This guy made a clear-cut 4-step roadmap. This is what we are going to do. If you do not give this direction to your mind, I'll tell you what will happen. Your brain will get confused. Now, I have one last point to share, which I'll help you out to understand this clarity. But before I go, I'll just share one more result for all of you. I think I'll show one more poll for you, and this will be good. So just take an example. Options of health. I think venture will be a good one. So meanwhile, before I come to this, all of you answer this poll. I'll come back exactly 7 minutes. I have given 2 most important points to you, and I have given very minute detail. Take some time to digest it. And I'll come back again in 7 minutes. Meanwhile, what I'll do is I'll invite Viswa to recognize our coaches, and we have a lot of coaches here who can help you out. And if you're here for the very first time, let me tell you, we're in a book reading club. What is book reading club? Book reading club is an association of positive people through which we have a syllabus of 5 books. Now, why 5 books? I could have kept 50 also. I read by a lot of books. The only reason I kept 5 books are basic success principle picks. These are very basic, fundamental success principle books, starting from finance to attitude to relationship. Almost everything are there. So those are covered, and we run right now 32 book reading club across the country. And we have a lot of coaches. So if I see if some of them are available, you can write them up, and I'll come back again in 7 minutes. Over to you, Viswa. And meanwhile, when I go, I'll launch one poll. All of you answer this, and this poll can help you. While we are going through it, you answer it very softly. I want to just like covered my venture example. You find out what is your relevant for you. I want to start my venture, but not able to initiate because I'm struggling with the I have already given the answer, so I know now. I believe you can answer it very easily. What will be a struggling point? So you answer this question. I'll come back exactly after 7 minutes. Back to you, Viswa.
Thank you, Vijay. So Vijay,
So I see the polls results. I think some of you forgot to poll. So we're done. So I'll just show you the results. I need to show you. So what I have to see, I'll just summarize these points. My whole idea is I just gave 2 to 3 points today so that you can understand and relate with it. The first point which I covered was very simple point. That choices will create confusion. So what is the first thing you need in your life? Remove unnecessary choices. Write down in bold letters in your life. I want to remove intentionally unnecessary choices from my life. Now see, unnecessary, the third point which I wanted to relate, and that's what I again come to you and to just intensely say this. When I say unnecessary, how will you define unnecessary? That is my third point today. 2 points I covered, more options will create difficult to take choice. Second point which I covered was, you have to clearly define the path. You have to clearly write down, okay, these are the things I'm going to do. The third thing which I said, unnecessary. Unnecessary is not defined. Just like that Fernando designed very clearly, this is what we are going to do. Exactly the 4 things. We will not invest money, anything which cannot give a short-term return, anything. He was very clearly scripted it. When you script this path, the third thing which is most important for human mind is, if there is any ambiguity, at all, you will not move forward. Check it out. If there's any ambiguity is the biggest enemy of movement or momentum. The word in leadership is momentum. You want to do anything slight ambiguity. And what is ambiguity? When you not clearly define, just like I said, right, my 4 points. So I'll just give an example for a career right now. Think practically in a career point of view. I can give a very simple perspective. Whatever you decided, just take a very simple idea. This week you do it. Okay, sit with our coaches, and if you have good relations with our coaches, sit with us some time and intentionally come up with only 2 or 3 maximum ideas you can work on. 2 or 3. From that 3, your goal is that in next 10 days, remove the 2 also. Just take 1 idea. It's like marriage, okay? Once you get married, you cannot say, man, it's the best wife or good wife or wife. Whatever it is, move on. Come on. I mean, before that, whatever decision you have to take, and that also I see nowadays a lot of bachelors are not able to decide to that level also. Some are after that, they're confused. Similarly, first thing what to do is that is very clear goal, but this is what I want, okay? In 10 days down the road, why I'm saying it is before January comes up, because in January, we'll be making resolutions. So I'm preparing today. Before January comes up, you have to have only 1 career path goal. Career-wise, no 10 goals, only 1 goal. Relationship-wise, only 1 goal. You keep only one goals. What will happen is that it will be very easy for you to make things happen. Otherwise, you will mess up 10 things. So just like in the rail system, there are 50% rails are damaged. You cannot repair 50% rail. If you think about 50% rails, you cannot even repair 1 rail. So what do? Just take few things first. Okay, I am having 30 million real cash in my hand. If 30 million cash is there, even if the project needs 100 crores, I don't care. As of now, I have 3 crore. Let me start with 3 crore and let's start somewhere. We started moving. Then intentionally remove the ambiguity from your life. Now, why I say ambiguity? If there is any ambiguity for anything, just like I decided by 4 script, okay, it was very easy for me to take a decision that if I get a part-time opportunity, which is fetching me more returns, whereas my business, I'm just investing money and getting no return. It was very easy for me to decide, man, this is what a promise I made to myself, that 5 years I'm dedicated for my business. I want to come out of my job. Even if I'm getting a high paid hike or I get a US proposal, I have got it. In fact, I remember I got a proposal to go to US. US was my dream from IIT days. But I said, no, I'm already into my venture now. This is not the time for me to go and waste my time in US, because that point in time, US was my dream. Now, what is my dream? I want to run my venture successfully. Right now, let's say I'm running my PIM as a company. Now, again, I get 10 options. I said, no, all remove. Anything which is helping me to increase my coaching skill, anything which is helping me to increase my mentorship skill, that skills I'll invest on. Otherwise, nothing is invested. If I get 10 opportunities, nothing. Only one thing in my mind right now, how to go and impact 1 lakh people's life. That is the next 10 years mission of our life. We have to do it. That is the only thing in my mind right now, nothing else. Because the moment I get 10 things in my mind, nothing is in my mind now. I'm totally confused. How did I remove ambiguity? Anything which is goal confusing is very, very simple. Every year I review for sure. I have been reviewing. So now exactly January 18th will complete 1 year. I'll review that what was this year's accomplishment? What all we did? This is the way I planned, the way I saved. Is it going in the direction? Process will get refined in process for sure. I'll refine my process, but the end goal has not been changed. The third most important thing is for you is that very, very important, do not change. Now let's see these results. All of you have seen these results. Now, 30% people, see 55% people want to start a part-time business, 27% people want to start a technical venture, 29% people want to start a non-technical venture, and as is a multiple choice, some of you might have answered multiple things. Now, what I'm trying to tell you, first and foremost, finalize one thing, okay? And I repeat it again. After finalizing that one thing, don't change it for the next 5 years. Go, that particular venture should not be changed. Process will change. The way you are operating things will change. Things will change. I'm not telling that nothing like, I mean, the way you script your plan, this plan will have some minute changes based on how you do things. Just like after COVID, previously my goal was what? I will do live sessions face to face. Because of COVID, things change. Now I'm online, but sessions are still happening. Topics are still there. I'm still communicating. Our book reading clubs are growing. Everything is fixed. Process is changing. This process is not in my control. What will happen after 1 year, I also do not know. But one thing I know, this goal of mine, this venture of mine is going to flourish because that is what I'm going to invest my 10 years right now. Nothing else beyond that. In between, I'll get a lot of tempting options, but I don't care about it. So just for your sake, I'll tell you one simple idea. So if anybody want to do anything along with it, first thing you need is certain skill sets. So this poll will again help you out. And this will remove today a lot of questions from your life. Let me show you this. This is the last poll of the day. And this poll will help you to understand certain things and it will solve all your stress from your life from today. Okay. So this I'll give you. This I've already given. Let me say skills. This last question I'll tell you. Now there are a lot of skills you have to improve. A lot of people again, corporate or career, they get confused like this. There are a lot of skills you need to improve. Trust me. If you want to grow and become a CEO of a company, now let's take an example, 2 to 3 directions. Some of you have set a goal, I want to become CEO of a company. So you don't get confused. For you, if somebody is contacting you for some opportunity comes in life, you say, man, I am totally against opportunities. I am not going to become an entrepreneur. I have decided to become CEO of a company. My life is for that. Don't get confused anymore. If you've decided, okay, I want to become an entrepreneur, then forget it. If somebody invites you for, okay, you can become a director of company, you work extra 10 hours, you get 40% extra hike. These all options are removed from your life. You cut them, take a scissor and cut it right away. And then skill set wise. Now I have given 10 things, and this is a very interesting thing that I'm explaining you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 skills I've added. I mean, I could have added more also, but I think it has maximum limit of 10. So this is what I got to know. 8 I have added. Now trust me, just add this polls and let's see how many skill sets you need right now. Effective communication, public speaking. I mean, all of you can answer as many skills. Some of you may need all the 8 skills also, possible. I'm just giving you direction. That 8 skills I just found. If you want to become successful, whether in corporate, whether you want to become successful as an entrepreneur, whatever you want to become successful, you will need these 8 skill sets for sure. That's for sure, minimum. And it may be more than this. Whatever came to mind at that time, I just wrote it down. Write it down. 50, we got 60% votes. Let's make it 80% and then this will help you out and it will solve your problem. Okay. So 2021 is about one option in our life. And that one option, you will not deviate no matter how much tempting options come in your life. That is one thing for sure. Otherwise, you cannot succeed. We got 70% votes. That's good. Last 10 seconds. Let's make it 80. Last 10 seconds. 75. Wow, that's awesome. We're doing a good job. 76. 76. 10 seconds more. 10. 5. 2. I'm at the verge of closing. Wow, that's all. We got 81% votes. That's amazing. Let's see this now. Now let's take an example. Effective communication. 75% people believe they need effective communication. Give yourself minimum 6 months of time. I'm telling you minimum 6 months of time. The way I do my workshop, I do a lot of small session workshop for these people's skill sets. Now, whether you want to become an entrepreneur or not, I do it at a smaller level. It's a group of 10 to 12 students I do it. If anybody is interested, let a coach know and I can talk to you. I'll do small session groups. Public speaking you want to learn. I'm a certified Maxwell speaker coach trainer, in which I can have certain certified course, which you can get a certification of public speaking also out of it. It will cost you around 30,000 rupees for you. It's an amazing course. Presentation skills, marketing and personal branding skills, relational skills, conflict handling. Now, what is the biggest error you will do? By now, if you understood the session of last of 3 of a logical mind, what should you do right now? How many of you can guess the answer? What's the first thing? Let's say now you want to improve on 5 skills. What should you do? How many of you can guess the answer? You can write down on the chatting. You can chat with the all and write down. Let's say you want to improve 5 skills. I write itself will help you out to do it. You want to improve 5 skills. What should you do? I want some answer. You can answer to all. That will be easier. That's good. Mahentesh gave a very good answer. Focus on one skill. Manjesh gave this. Right, I like the answer. Sunset communications, one at a time. Perfect. Start with one skill. Focus only on one. Association. That's nice. Answers are quite correct. What does it mean? Keep it in the agenda that yes, I have to improve on these 10 things, but 10 things cannot be improved in 2021. That is for sure. 10 things cannot be improved in 2021. That means take one skill for next 6 months. Why am I telling this? Because 6 months, one thing is doable. Maximum to maximum. I mean, if you're a very brilliant and sharp person, I'm not denying it. The reason I'm telling you, you are right now not a college student. As a college student, you could have taken 3 skill sets also. Because college student only does one thing, studies. Most of you in this call, in my knowledge, some of them might be students. Otherwise, 90% people in this call are mostly professionals. Professionals means you already have married. Even if you're not married, you're right now running your career. You have a job which is taking away 10 to 12 hours. And then on top of it, some family commitment. That means hardly you have 2 to 3 hours a day maximum. And in these 2 to 3 hours, if you do not dedicate to one skill, so how do you choose that one skill? That one skill also you choose on the basic simple, what will be the most important skill? Let's say you came to know, okay, 3 things I need. You want some technical course, let's say. Some technical courses, 31% people say it. Whatever thing you need, out of that you find out what is the most important right now for me and then invest. Then what you do, very commonsensical, find a coach. If nothing, I can do a small workshop, which can be of 10 to 12 weeks. I generally do 10 to 12 week workshops. That's how typically I grow. And when I do 10 to 12 weeks workshop, we can divide it into 6 months also. Monthly 2. Why? I want you to digest the concept more than cramming the data in your mind. That was the whole idea. So I summarized the whole discussion today in just few nutshell. Number 1 point, what I said was, choices are always confusing. So remove the choices from your life. From choices, the best option will be one choice only. If it is one, very easy to decide. You may have 5, cut, bring to 1. And that one, do it. And once you do it, don't look back. Don't look back. If you look back, there will always be something will always be more better. I mean, it's often, right? Dur ke dhol suhane baje, in Hindi mein they say. And in English, they say the grass at the other side is always green. That's what in English quotation goes. What does it mean is, anytime when you are here, you will always feel the other side is better. There's nothing other side better, okay? If your goal is to become a corporate CEO, you don't worry about anything. You just focus on that goal. Good or bad, you don't worry, right? If that is your goal, if that is what is aligning your wheel of life, if you believe that is what your goal is, go ahead. Don't worry about anything. So put all your energy for that. All. That time don't get confused. Oh, I think I should get into stock market. Oh, I think I should. No. Then you will not be successful anywhere. Rather, you will be into guilt mode. Second thing, once you do that, step by step, write down. Now, step by step, when I say you cannot write down the whole thing beginning from 1. That's like when he started, see, he did not wait it. Understand one thing, very important. This is a very confusing statement I'm giving right now. When I say write down step-by-step plan, he did not wait it for 10 years. What he did, he wrote down 4 most important things as a rule, and then he said, we'll get started right away. Because he did not have beyond 3 million of cash in his hand, and he knew that one project is costing me more than 50 lakh rupees. How do I do? He didn't wait it. He said, man, get started. Let's make these rules and get started somewhere. So what I am trying to tell you, once you decide your option, write down in 3 to 4 most important lines, this is what you're going to do and what you're not going to do clearly. That's what he said, right? I will not invest on any project which will not give me immediate return. Just like I told him very clearly, if I want to succeed in my venture, I do not want to get into a job which will take away my evening time. I want evening time to be totally free. I do not want immediate appraisal anymore. Whatever it comes, as long as my job is sustained, I am okay with that. I'll focus on my venture. So I decide my 3 to 4 rules like that so that I am no more confused in my life. And the last thing is no ambiguity. When I say ambiguity, just writing down, okay, I want good life. Good life is not this. I want exactly this. The moment you have ambiguous ideas in your mind, your brain will be confused. I hope I gave you 3 simple points so that you can understand them, apply them, relate them. So by the way, it's a 3 series talk which I've covered on the logical mind. My next 3 series is around handling the emotional mind. And once emotional mind will be again 3 series, and you club up these 2 talks. And these 2 talks of these 2 series of mine, this is overall 6 to 7 talks based on how much content we can carry so that you understand. This 7 can be the best ever psychological discussion for you from a layman point of view, which I have given to you, and you will love it. It was great talking to all of you. We can have some questions session. We can take 15 minutes of questions session. If anybody has any question, you can always ask right now, and I would love to answer. And if you're not able to answer, ask right now, and you have some question, you can always reach out to me on email. My email ID is this, vijay@pim.org.in is my email ID. Never hesitate to reach out to me. You can always ask me a question. I would love to answer. If anybody has any question right now, I can go for it. Otherwise, we are done for that. So next week, our topic will be around emotional mind. Challenges of emotional mind, the first series. Second series will be 3 points more. And I'll give you a solution of how to handle emotional mind after that. So anybody has any question? I would like to know. Otherwise, we are done for the day. If you can raise your hand if you have questions. Otherwise, have a great vacation. I think Diwali is over now. Next vacation will be Christmas. So be prepared for Christmas, but we are preparing for our New Year. All right. So I think some of them have written some questions, and then we're done. Over to you, so I think we're done for the day. Over to you.
Thank you, Vijay. Oh, one person has a question, Vijay. Abhishek Arora, I can unmute.
Yeah, Vijay, go ahead.
Yeah, I have unmuted you, Abhishek. You can go ahead. I have unmuted you, Abhishek. You can unmute from your end.
It seems some network issue.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, please go.
Yeah, I wanted some suggestion on increasing the goal orientation. For example, we decide one goal and then how do we, I need some suggestion, how do we progress towards it finally? I mean, because, we will get a lot of distractions in the meanwhile because some suggestions will come from this and that, and then process may change and so many things will be there in the meanwhile. And then, for example, COVID would have come. So, but how do we ensure that eventually we don't deviate no matter what comes?
Very nice. It's a very relevant question. So, सबसे पहले जब goal की बात है, goals. I know you are in the system for 3-4 months. I know. I'm sure you might have heard one of my talks. But I say, decide your role, then decide your goal, and then decide the toll. It means before you set a goal, first find out what the role you want to play in your life. Just as you have been to part of Hippocrates Club also, so I've given you Wheel of Life. So in Wheel of Life, let me show it again for some people. I've been talking about it a lot. A lot of people say, what is Wheel of Life? Let me see it first. So let me show to all of you. So that will help you to answer these questions. And then I'll relate you with exactly what happened with our situation in COVID. Because COVID was a sudden thing which nobody knew what will happen. Okay? So this is Wheel of Life, which I always show and it's worth showing. So let's take an example. What I do. So this is what is the end output. See, from here, decide your role. This is very important. This is the role of my life. So let's say I came to know my health needs some attention. And I'll tell you just example I'm giving you. Health need my attention, money need my attention, relationship need my attention. And if these three things need my attention, that is directly proportional. Personal growth is not happening for sure. So fourth thing also need my attention. Just take an example, okay? अब ये चार चीजें मुझे ठीक करनी है, okay? And somewhere down the road, अगर पैशन मेरा क्लियर है तो लाइफ आसान होगा, नहीं है तो फिर पांचवा चीज मेरे दिमाग में आ गया. अब सवाल उठता करें क्या? ये पांचों की चीजों को क्या एक साथ फॉलो करें? Is it possible? Because it will be very painful. So what I'll do first thing first, I'll sit down with myself and I'll say, what is the most important thing right now for my life? Then I see my bank balance. I say, bank balance अभी मेरा बहुत weak है, और अगर इससे मेरी life आसान हो सकती है, this I told you, right? I got a lot of career growth opportunity, trust on me, and the industry which I belong to, VLSI industry, anybody can be busy for 18 hours also. Trust me, the way our workload is. It is not easy to take out from that 18 hours, cut short to just straightforward 9 hours. Man, I don't want to work for extra 9 hours. I don't want to work. Not that I am lazy. One day I chose that I am no more in this race. When I am no more in this race, whatever is happening, let it happen. Correct or not? Similarly, what I did was, first thing when I decided, so I was very clear about my role I want to play. The role came from this Wheel of Life. So I said, man, I am very clear. I want to get financial freedom more than anything else. It is not money only. When financial freedom came, 2, 3, 4, 5 options came. And when 2, 3, 4, 5 options came, immediately answer came, man, none of these options are giving me end goal. They are all giving me immediate income. As one of my sessions also in financial literacy, I was explaining that my immediate goal there was, when I was focusing my business, I got certain option which could have given me 10 to 15 lakh rupee immediate cash. And it was very tempting. But already rules to decide, नहीं यार मेरे लिए freedom important है, ये time के इस चक्कर में 2 साल खराब हो जाएंगे, और फिर हमेशा कोई ना कोई opportunity आती रहेगी. तो सबसे पहले role decide कर लो. Once role is decided, then that is fixed. Then comes the goal. And what is the goal now? The goal came, okay, for this role, first thing come, am I having the skill set? Okay, then again skill set 5-6 option निकल के आएगी, कि सारी चीज एक साथ हो पाएगी? No. Why I say always people it will take 5 to 6 years to become successful is for this reason only. First 1 से 2 साल में skill set development time है. उस टाइम पे आप जैसे बोल रहे हो, COVID sort of situation में कम, अब COVID जैसी situation आ गई तो process बदल गया, सीधा सा process बदल गया. But देखो मेरा role आज भी सेम है, आज मैं वही काम कर रहा हूँ, मेरा goal आज भी clear है. But फायदा क्या है, चीजों को adapt कर दिया. जहाँ पर मैं चीजें लाइव कर रहा था, आज मेरे स्टूडेंट बेस जो है ग्लोबल हो चुकी है. टाइम वाज देयर व्हेन माय स्टूडेंट बेस वाज मोर, 80% my student base was in Bangalore. But because of COVID, the whole world is flat. Even local people I cannot meet face to face. So because of that, now the world is flat. So my student base has increased from Bangalore. So today I would say my business is 60 to 40% now. In fact, 40% Bangalore, 60% out of Bangalore. That is an amazing thing has happened. My student has been to more part of country, not only country, out of country also. इसका मतलब सबसे पहले वो decide कर लो. उसके बाद process के लिए flexible हो जाओ. I again repeat very clearly here. For process, get flexibility. And there when I say flexibility, वहां पर थोड़ा चेंजेस करवा. जैसे आप ऑनलाइन पे लेके आ गए, जब मैं पीआईएम का प्रोसेस बनाता मैं आपको तो एग्जांपल है, पीआईएम का प्रोसेस को बनाने के लिए मेरे को 6 महीना लग गया कि which will be best way to do, which will be the best thing to do, what are the best topics I can take. Lot of thinking happened, and once that happened it took some time. So I repeat again, first अपना रोल डिसाइड करो. रोल डिसाइड करो व्हील ऑफ लाइफ से कि आज मेरा व्हील ऑफ लाइफ कहां पर है, which are the most important area which need my attention right now. Then once you choose this, in that again the question comes अब इसके अंदर ठीक करने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा? अगर relationship बात करना पड़ेगा तो in relationship what I need to do? Do I need to invest more time? Then I have to focus. Okay, I have to invest 1 hour at least weekly. I'll schedule my calendar. Have I invested my time with that person? If it's my health, तो क्या मैं health के ऊपर conscious हुआ हूँ? तो have I found some health coach who can give me direction? और let's say अगर मैं कुछ business करना चाहता हूँ, क्या मैं entrepreneur में कोई मेरा coach है क्या? And coach का काम बताता हूँ क्या होता है? Coach is not the guy who will do business for you or your work for you. Coach only one thing he does is you are accountable to somebody, you have professional relationship, you are investing on it, and that person monthly or bi-weekly based on your schedule and his schedule, you set up a 1 hour time where you sit together with that person. This is what I set for myself, and that guy can again and again bring you back. It's like coach is nothing but a GPS system for you. The moment you are away from blue line, the GPS system says no, you are taken. Then you say okay, now you have messed up. Go and take next left here. That is what a coach is doing. So I think that is what exactly will help you out. Otherwise, goals इस जमाने में बताता हूँ क्लटर को हटाना बहुत मुश्किल है. मैं रोज का रोज 1 घंटा मेरे को मेरे दिमाग के क्लटर को हटाना पड़ता है. रोज 1 घंटा. क्यों? हर रोज 10 थॉट आते हैं. शायद ये भी कर सकते हैं. मतलब नहीं यार, नहीं करना है. एक ही चीज पे फोकस रखना है. और मैं क्लियरली लिखता हूँ. This guy says, क्या नाम उसका, the author who read the Good to Great book, who's that author if anybody remember? So he says very clearly, rather than writing down to-do list, make a not to-do list. And typically for today's world, most important thing is what not to do. Jim Collins, correct. So Jim Collins wrote this book and he says very categorically that write down a not to do list. Try करके देख लो, एक अभी का भी आपकी प्रोडक्टिविटी बढ़ जाएगी. What not to do. Every day आप चेक करो, मुझे ये नहीं करना है. मेरा जो टेम्पटेशन है, कुछ मैं लिखा हूँ यार ये मुझे नहीं करना है. Not to do list. The moment I make a not to do list, I get time for my to do list. I think this can help you out, and we can talk one-on-one more on this topic if it help you out more. Alright, anybody else? Any other question?
Vijay, one more person by name as Rakesh has dropped a message. Rakesh, I have unmuted Rakesh. You can go ahead.
Thank you so much, Vijay, and Vijay Kumar Khandal sir, and Vishwanath sir, and wish you happy Diwali all of you.
Thank you.
Am I audible to everyone?
Yeah, you are audible. You are audible.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, you have just answered my question in the last week. My question was that I am confused a little bit what to do today and what not to do during the making list. So during the making the to-do list, daily to-do list. So what I do, I just make yearly, after that monthly. Means right now in the 2020 I have make whose list, what to do in this year. After that I just divide into 12 months. After that weekly and per day. So sometime my daily goal not reach, sometime it's 80%, sometimes 70%, sometime if it is working from internet, sometime light is not there, so sometimes some work is not happening. So how to overcome this thing? So you already answered my question that make not to do list. Anything else you want to comment? Please sir, anything else you want to comment?
What you said is already are doing it, so make not to do list will save you more time than anything else. Another thing I'll tell you, you cannot be a robot. I mean, John Maxwell, being one of the busiest person in my knowledge, a lot of people, and the way he scheduled is, in fact, that out of his schedule, he intentionally kept 30% of his calendar empty, intentionally. And I was surprised. He says, the reason I keep this 30% calendar of mine empty, when I say 30% calendar, this guy is the author of 100 plus book. He runs 7 companies, and he says, I keep 30% of my calendar every day intentionally free for a lot of things which will come all at a sudden, because he runs 7 companies. He says intentionally something will happen. Some issues will come from some company which I am running. I mean, he's running 7 companies. He's the author of 100 books. So he said 30% time. That means he has made his to-do list of hardly 3 to 4 things. He's very intentional about it. And he says very clearly, because the way he's, one of the sessions I covered, if you're not aware, if you're not part of, I don't know. Things which you have to do when you're high in energy, when you're low in energy. Let's say John Maxwell says he want to read certain magazine. Let's say you want to read certain technical magazine, which doesn't need too much of attention. That you can do it before sleeping 1 hour also. Na? See, whenever your energy is low. So let's say I am a person, my energy is high in the evening time. I'm an evening person or late night person. My energies are high till morning 10:30. If I get up at the early morning in between, but in lunchtime somewhere my energy is very low. So the low energy time can be relationship time, can be a time of reading some soft magazines which I want to read, or some soft book which I can read, which is not very research book. There's some books, let's say the data which I presented you, it's a research book which I will read some data. Some books are attitude book which are not research book that I can read on the fly. That I can do. So that way you have to schedule certain things which you can do in the low energy time. That's the only thing you can do. Otherwise, there's nothing else anybody can do. Intentionally make a not to do list and intentionally find 30% of shock absorbing time, because you never know what will happen, and that should not bother. And typically, when you are a very perfectionist sort of personality, then you intentionally need to have 30% calendar free. If you're not a very systematic person, then it's okay. But if some people are very crazy about it, they're very robotic. Okay, exactly this has to happen. Otherwise, they disturb the whole day. In that case, it's important that 30% you keep error margin for yourself. Anything else? Anybody else? Difference between hobby and passion. Somebody asked a question between difference between hobby and passion. A very simple way of explaining to you. Hobby is something which you do when you are feeling good, and passion is something you do it even if you don't find it good. I'll tell you what is an example. Sachin Tendulkar, who in this world like practice? Nobody. But I'm sure this guy is one of the most practiced. If I talk about cricket world, nobody can play 365 days a year, right or not? They'll play hardly 50 matches a year. I think is a good deal, right? 50 matches a year. That means 300 days. What are they doing? 300 days they are practicing, and practice is a very boring thing because you have to get up, go to Chinnaswamy Stadium every day basis, go and practice there from 5 o'clock till lunchtime. Very, very boring, very painful. And typically, once you've already been selected in the India team, so one is you have not selected, so obviously you have to fight for it. After getting selected and scoring 30 centuries, see, I think he was one of the world's renowned batsmen as far as cricket history is concerned. Nobody is better than him till now. So that is not easy. So passion means the biggest confusion people think. Passion they think is interesting. No. Passion is one of the most boring things. See, when I'm doing this system and webinar right now, this is what I'm liking to do. You know what is the most boring thing? Tomorrow morning, again, I have to start preparing for a new topic. I have to read something, find out some point so that I can give it to you and think upon it. That is practice, which is boring. I have to do something for marketing stuff, which is boring. But what is passion? Passion is that I want to serve 1,000+ people. That is my passion. But to do this passion, I have to do a lot of things which is not boring, which is not interesting. And that is where hobby and passion comes. So in hobby, what you do, if it is a little bit boring, you say, then it is hobby. So you only want to take it's like you want to just eat an apple juice. You don't want to do the pain of taking and farming an apple tree. You just want to go and borrow apple and buy and have apple juice peacefully, correct or not? Or else you can, it's like playing somebody else's baby for half an hour and getting satisfaction out of it. But the person who is raising the kid, that needs a lot of passion because the kid will not behave the way you want, and that is passion. Parenting is passion. Parenting is not hobby. You cannot become a parent out of hobby. So I think that's the simplest answer I can give. So, and one of the quotations they says, passion, I don't remember right now, hobby is something, it's the same line they said, right? Hobby is something which you do when you want to do, and passion is something you will do whether you don't want to do, still you will do. Or else you do things you want to do, so that you do things which you don't have to do, but you have to do so that you can do things which you can do when you want to do. That's what is very complicated statement. I'll write it down someday so it can be easy for you. Anybody else? Otherwise, we're done for the day. By the way, if you don't have question right now, also you want to ask, never hesitate to ask me. And if you look for something else, we can help you out further. Thank you so much. My next topic starts from the emotional mind. For next 3 weeks, we'll cover that topic. I'll come back again. It was great talking to all of you. Thank you so much.
I was not on. I was talking on the mute. Sorry for that. Great. It was a really great session, Vijay. We had